The rogue employee is a threat because he or she knows where the company's secrets are, knows how to access them, and often knows how to use or monetize them. The careless employee is, in the end, probably a bigger problem because all of us at one point or another is that careless employee. And the reality of any kind of data usage and data security is that there is some tension between our expectation of the ease of access and our need to restrict access so that security is upheld. And it's very hard to balance those. The question actually asks whether or not the employees know not to use Post-it notes for their passwords. In truth, I don't think it's so obvious what the right thing to do with passwords are. The solution that most people who don't use Post-it notes for their passwords is to have passwords they either reuse or are extremely easy to break. Like the word password is said to be about 3% of all passwords. That's worse. It'd be better to have a Post-it note with your password on it than to have the word password as your password.
There's no doubt that a rogue or careless employee can be problematic, but a far greater issue is the uneducated employee. It's all well and good a company having a policy, but if it doesn't take adequate steps to ensure that the tools are in place, and then critically its employees know about those tools and buy into them, and how to all work together to ensure that the data that the company has is secure, you can have issues.
People are the weakest link quite often in security, but they're not the biggest threat. People do some daft things. They can be negligent, they can be malicious, they can be ignorant.
Any security system ultimately depends on the people who are using it. And one of the ways that a lot of attackers are getting in at the moment is by stealing credentials. They might steal those by sending what we call a spear phishing email, or they can oversee them looking over your shoulder on the train. And so absolutely protecting your password and your username is a fundamental part of the security. You really got to get employees to understand this. Getting them just to go through the process of mechanically changing a password is part of the system, but you've culturally got to get them to think about the importance of the security and the information and the business they're protecting.